Good morning and happy Eve of Christmas Eve. I haven't done a Periscope in a few days, maybe even up to a week or longer. And it may not even still be the time for me to do this yet, but I'm doing it because I don't know, I just am. So this is entitled Preparation. Thank you for joining. Invite your friends, invite people on Facebook, do what you have to do. Again, good morning or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you're coming from. And this is entitled Preparation. I believe in seasons, not only seasons in weather like summer, fall, spring, winter, but I also believe in seasons in your life. And I think it's important to know what season you're in. It's crucial to know, even in the natural. So in our lives, if you're living in an area that has 4 seasons, if you're welcome, thanks for joining. If you're living in an area that has 4 seasons, you need to know what season you're in to dress appropriately, to be prepared for what you're about to walk into. It's currently winter where I am. Yesterday was the first day of winter. And it's funny because the weather does not reflect it. But I heard someone say you don't dress for the weather, you dress for the season. And that's so deep, it just means something completely different to me now. But wow, that's deep. Welcome, thanks for joining. I'm just talking about seasons, okay? Just for those who just joined. And the seasons in the natural, if you live in a location that has 4 seasons, winter, summer, fall, and spring, it's important to be prepared for those seasons. And I heard a saying that we don't dress for the weather, we dress for the season. Because where I am, it's currently winter. Yesterday was the first day of winter. However, it doesn't feel like winter. But I still have my scarf. I still have on like the stuff to keep me warm because it's the season of winter. And it's important to know again what season you're in for preparation. Okay, so let's go into the spiritual. I am a Christian for those who are watching. And so many things in my life always fall back. I see it through a lens of Christianity. I don't even want to say Christianity, but I just see it through the eyes of Jesus sometimes, I guess. And so with those seasons, I'm going to put that into seasons of your life. And this can apply to anyone who's a Christian or not. But as it is important to know what season you're in the natural, is equally important to know what season you're in the supernatural. Same concept applies, because it's imperative to prepare yourself and understand why you're going through what you're going through. I know for a fact I'm in a certain season in my life. I guess I can compare it to winter. For me, winter in the natural is cold. Winter and fall have the holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas, and you see your family more, so it's family time. It represents love, which that should be throughout all seasons. But in my life right now, I'm just going through some changes. And fall represents change because the leaves fall, obviously, and stuff dies. And then in winter, it's continuing to die. The grass doesn't really grow in the winter time. So I'm going through that season. And I thank God, because we know after winter comes spring. And everything springs forth, and everything is fresh, and everything is new. And if you don't understand what season you're in your life, you're going to get down in the winter season, But if you understand that very soon spring is coming, you can hold on in the winter. And even in the summer, you can begin to prepare for the fall and for the winter. If you're wanting a biblical reference, I don't know exactly the scripture, but thank God for technology. We can Google these things. So if you want to take bits and pieces of what I'm saying, the scripture about the 7 good years and the 7 bad years, and I want to say it was David interpreting a dream, or Joseph. No. I think it was Joseph interpreting a king's dream. I really think it was Joseph. But if you just type in 7 good years and 7 bad years, interpreting dreams, then it'll give you those scriptures if you want that reference. But I mean, what the young man, whoever the young man was, I'm pretty sure it was Joseph, what he interpreted was basically, you have to prepare. You have to prepare. You know, warning comes before destruction. And it's not wise to be oblivious to what's going on in your life. It's not wise to be unaware of the season that you're in. Hi, thanks for joining. But it's not wise to be unaware of the season that you are in your life. Because if you're not wise, you won't be able to prepare. And it's good to understand that what you're going through is not just for any reason. What you're going through serves a purpose, and I believe that everything you're going through is for a reason, and it's preparing you. Every single thing. And it's just good to have that understanding, because that way, when you are going through times that aren't so positive per se, you can take it and know that this is preparing me for something greater. Especially if you have goals and dreams for your life. If you have goals and dreams for your life, you have to understand that you're going to have to go through things to prepare you for those things. I was talking to my best friend last night, and I told her, this example. How in the world, if God has placed something in your heart huge to do, and I'm going to use an example of building a building. If he's called you, and you know when God speaks, you know that. If God has called you to build a building, but you're not a construction worker, you're not an engineer, how in the world do you think you're going to do that? You either have to be licensed, you either have to go through that training in school, or you're going to have to go through something to prepare you for it, whether it be linking up with someone, whether it be the right connections. But you have to get prepared. So if God has shown you this big thing, say it's an international ministry, but you're not bilingual, you've never even really interacted with someone outside of your race or your religion, how in the world are you going to be an effective person internationally? It's not going to work. You have to be prepared. And so whatever it is that you're going through, it is preparing you for what you want to do in the future. Hi, how are you? So just know that it's not just for no reason. Know that it's literally preparation. And it's a lot of times preparation for the things that you want. The things that God has laid on your heart. So you may have this dream that seems crazy to the world. A huge dream, like to just start something global or international. Well, it's not crazy, because if it was crazy, God would not have placed it on your heart. But what you have to understand is certain things that you go through are only preparation for what you are called to do. So I'm going to wrap this up. Not too many people watching today, but whoever's watching, I hope it blessed you, because it's just good to know what season you're in, and it's good to understand that everything you're going through is preparing you for something greater. If you look back over your life and different times in your life, different seasons, you can understand that the hardest part of my life helped me for where I am today. If I didn't go through this part, there's no way I would have been able to handle this, and I hope that makes sense. But I hope everyone has an awesome, blessed day. If you know how to share this, because this is good. This is good for anyone. Anyone in the whole wide world can be blessed by this preparation and understanding the seasons that you're in. So, yeah. So, hope everyone has a good one. Bye.